Man is a natural lover of pleasure. So he loves things that make him happy, things that seem very interesting, things that can ease him of stress and anxiety. And that is why I think man loves to watch movies. But aside you watching movie for just entertainment, are there other importance of watching movies? Are movies so important? Aside it being an entertainment and a way of easing our stress and relieving us from anxiety. Of course they are, and that is what I want to talk about in today's edition of Real Life with Lady J. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Real Life with Lady J, where we discuss things that have to do with our everyday living. Today I want to talk about how you can get the most out of movies. So it's not just watching movies for entertainment, but there are other things we can actually get from movies. Now, what are those things we can get from watching movies? The very first thing we need to note about movies is that we should have a motive before watching. So we don't just say, I want to see a movie and then just start seeing it. If you just see a movie without having an intention of what you want to get from that movie, you will just discover that you just wasted the time. And time is very important because every time has to be used judiciously. So by the time you watch a movie or you see a movie and then you don't get something out of it, it's more like you wasting that time. So even if you are getting entertained, there should be something you are deriving from that movie you are seeing at that particular time, because some movies take up to 2 hours, some movies take up to 3 hours, depending on the kind of the movie. So first thing first is to know, okay, why do I want to see a movie? Maybe because I have overworked myself and I need to rest. So let me just see this movie because I want to rest and I want to use my rest time to see this movie. Why should I see this movie? Like, this movie I want to see, what is it going to teach me? And that is depending on the kind of the movie you're seeing. We have different kind of movies. We have horror movies, we have western movies, we have historical movies, we have the thrillers, we have the crime, we have the comedy. We have different type of movies, and this type of movies come with their different characters. So in an action movie, you don't expect to see frequent scenes of romance. That is not a romantic movie. In a western movie, you don't really expect to see much of guns and killings. Why? Because it is not an action movie. So when seeing a movie, your expectation matters a lot. So you don't just watch it because I want to watch. No, you watch it because there is something you want to derive from it. There is something you want to gain from it. Even if it is a Hollywood industry movie, even if it's a Nollywood, a Bollywood, in as much as there is something you want to gain from it, and you sit down and you're saying, I want to see this movie. That is why sometimes it's actually nice you go through the storyline of the movie before taking your time to sit down to watch it till the end, so that you actually gain something from it, because every character in a movie is the life of somebody somewhere. Movies are not something that they just want to act and then they just act. Even if it is a fiction, there's an atom of reality in it. So we should know this while watching movies. Movies is not just something you just say I want to watch, no. Every movie has something it teaches us. Even horror movies, depending on your kind of movie you want to watch at that particular time. So not just the entertainment, it goes beyond entertainment, because time is very important and you don't want to waste your time just because you want to get entertained. You want to gain something from it. Because you want to gain something from it, you have to be intentional about gaining something. So you have to ask yourself, what do I want to gain from this movie? Why am I watching this movie? Why am I watching this movie? What do I want to derive from it? At the end of this movie, what do I want to gain? At the end of the movie, you have to tell yourself, oh, this is what I gained from this movie. Wow, this movie is really interesting. You have spent your time wisely. Whereby you just watch a movie and then you feel as though this movie is not even interesting. I didn't even learn anything from it. It's more like you're wasting that time that you sat down watching that movie. So movies are actually very important. Aside being entertained, we should watch movies to reduce our stress, because movies have a positive way of making us react emotionally. It helps us, it broadens our thinking. It's a source of inspiration. It helps us to learn new things. It gets us motivated depending on the kind of movie you're watching. It helps us to deal with difficult situations, because sometimes you watch movie and it's just like it is your life that is being played that you're watching. So by the time you see suggested ideas of how you can get through that particular situation, you'll be amazed. Maybe if you try it and then it might work for you. Then it brings family together. When you see movies together as a family, when you watch movies with friends, it helps you to get along easily. It helps you to become closer. It helps you to build a bond. So seeing movie, watching movie is actually cool. It's one of the best way to get relaxed, one of the best way to actually get entertained, and lots more. Watching movies is very, very cool. It's very, very good, and it helps because you see life. you don't walk and walk. Sometimes you take your time, you sit down, you relax, you do things, you entertain yourself. Watching movies is one way to entertain yourself and get you relaxed, relieve you of stress, relieve you of anxiety, relieve you of the day's tiredness, and also keep you in a state of emotional balance. So this is what I want to share with us on Real Life with Lady J. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I want to subscribe to the channel. Hit on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever new content is dropped on this channel. God bless you.